Hi, my name is Manus. I want to offer a few words about Andrew Kirby's Procrastination course. I'm a member of that course. I purchased it. I've been following it for a couple of months now, and I've found it to be of great benefit. The thing that I've gotten out of it most is that Andrew offers very, very insightful tools. He's a highly insightful man who has done his homework. He's done a lot of research. He's a great student of history, which is of tremendous benefit here because he reflects back on teachings that are timeless but immediately applicable to our lives in the year that we find ourselves, in this case 2020. I have really found this section on determining sort of your own way, you could call it your methods that you've developed over the years that have led to procrastination. And he lays it out in a very simple way. It's easy to determine sort of who you are, and he offers the remedies to who you are. In other words, he gives you the pathway out to who you want to become. This is not easy to find in a course. I've done a lot of trainings over the years. I've spent a lot of money on training and coaching over the decades. This is a very reasonably priced course and offers what I would call wisdom. So there are facts, and there are facts in this case that are coupled with a deeper insight that what I feel is revealing of greater truths. And these greater truths are applicable in our lives individually and sort of across the spectrum of humanity. But the beauty here is we determine where we fall on that spectrum. And again, he offers such clarity of how to go from point A to point B and then to point C. And point C is really where we're going, right? We want to break out of the box, but from there we have a platform from which we can really expand ourselves and grow over time. This is something that we can do for a long period of time. The course itself you can do in some number of weeks, perhaps longer, depending on the individual. But the practices that you develop, which are daily and simple, because it's just a matter of organizing with tools that he offers. You don't have to go searching for this or that, right? That's what hampers us so often in this whole realm of procrastination. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do next. He takes care of that. Start here, he says, do this, use this tool, I found it to be helpful, or if not, find a tool that's similar that works for you. Automated, non-automated, handwritten, it doesn't matter. You work with a calendar, you do things every day. Before you know it, you're developing new habits in a painless way, and I do mean painless. I There's work. We need to do work on ourselves. There's no question. For those of us who are committed to doing work on ourselves, it's not painful work. There's joy in it because we realize we're breaking out of the box. And I can think of no greater gift in a course than the pathway laid out very clearly with deep insight, with historical reference, with wisdom leading to truth that enables each of us to find our way out of that morass that we have come to that has led us to the course to begin with, and through the insights and practical, very practical applications that Andrew lays out, step by step, point by point, building in a very intuitive way. Through adopting those, we make it our own. There's a framework, but for those of us who are, a little more individualistic, you might say, plenty of room to make it our own, but a very, very helpful framework because many of us who are individualistic also find greater challenges with a framework. Here's a framework that works with a lot of space to be who you are, but at the same time, transforming some of those habits that we find troublesome and going deep and uprooting them to the point where we can live our lives in a very different way, in a much more positive, a much more productive, and truthfully, just a happier way. The digging out, digging the roots out of this leads to greater happiness because each of us knows that we've got some trouble here, and the trouble, when it's uprooted, really is a tremendous relief, and we realize there is hope. I can think of nothing greater from this course, in addition to what I've said, that other than there's hope, and there's a pathway to hope, there's realization of the hope, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and early on we get the rewards, right? The greater rewards come as we progress in it, but early on we get rewards, we get positive feedback, and it keeps us going. So I highly recommend Andrew Kirby's procrastination course to anybody who wants to expand his or her ability to break out of a box in the realm of productivity, expansiveness, greater happiness in building a business or career, whatever it is that you need to do. In other words, however you're going to apply this program, it will work. It is applicable in all arenas of life from everything that I have seen. Thank you.